All right, Evan Tyler here to talk about marketing vignette number one. This is for Marketing Concepts Winter 2025. So let's talk about paragliding. The company I decided to look at is called Ozone Paragliders. Obviously, paragliding is a very niche market. There's not a lot of people who are out there looking at purchasing and using paragliding gear. There's not many brands. There's a handful of brands out there creating paragliding equipment, and it's inherently a tough market. One of the perks about the market, like so many markets, it's growing. More people are getting into paragliding. But one of the biggest things I think that keeps companies alive and making gear is paragliding gear is all soft goods. It has a limited shelf life. It has limited use life. People have to inherently replace gear because after a certain amount of use, it's no longer trustworthy. It's no longer airworthy, and so little background there on paragliding. It's a tough market, but it is a market that people keep coming back to. The brand I looked at specifically is called Ozone Paragliders, and in this tough market, this small market, I think something that they could do, and this could really apply to any brand, is they need to work better on their promotion and their marketing. I guess we'll call it the promotional strategy. I think that these brands could utilize and access a larger part of the market if they were to do things like what other outdoor sports do. If you go into the ski world or the mountain bike world, all these companies do some sort of demo event. In the paragliding world, you don't see any companies doing a demo event. If you want to try a wing, you got to drop the money and you got to go buy it and you got to hope you like it. And so I think that Ozone, in this case, would be wise to do some sort of promotional demo event where they set up times and places throughout the country and throughout throughout the world. It's more of a European sport than the US, so they should use that worldwide connection and set up these demo events, because if you get more butts and harnesses and under wings and people are able to try those, they're probably going to be way more likely to go on and buy that wing because they know they liked how it flew, versus just having to save some money and buy something that they can't do much other than read what's on the website. So that's something that I think would be really helpful for helping companies get their brand out there, as more popular, more well known, as well as just getting those hedging buyers to pull the trigger on products. Maybe that is impractical. There's liability concerns once you start demoing gear, especially in the paragliding world where there's a high risk. Maybe it's too expensive because every time you use a wing, that's a wing that can no longer be sold at full price because it's a used good. So maybe demo days aren't practical. If that's the case, I think that another promotional strategy that would be really smart and useful is to do some sort of partnership where Ozone could get with a well-known YouTuber and do it like was it like BMW and a lot of these car companies, they just give their cars to reviewers like Car and Driver and other magazines are escaping my name right now for these unbiased reviews, because there's no such thing as bad coverage. Even if they get a relatively scathing review by Car and Driver, it's all publicity. So I think Ozone could have that similar approach, where if they were willing to give wings to YouTubers or to people who are writing articles in paragliding magazines, or professional pilots who would sit down and provide totally unbiased reviews, then I think it would help get more people who'd be willing to buy wings. Like right now in the paragliding world, there's not a lot of people doing reviews, and so if you want to know what a product's like, all you can do is get on their website. And of course they're going to talk up their product on their website because that's what websites are for. So I think if they wanted to get more people from that phase where they're shopping around to actually pulling the trigger and buying a wing, offering these events or some sort of promotional partnership where professionals are reviewing the wings would be really smart in helping their promotional strategy and selling more products. Thanks.